You talk with your mask all day. Yep. Hey, we are live here at Aestheticare, getting ready to do a little INTRAcel treatment with our girl Jess. What's up, Jess?
Hey guys. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jessica. I'm one of the nurses here at Aestheticare. Today we are getting our bride-to-be ready.
And this is Karen. Karen, when's your wedding?
September 26, 2020.
Awesome. And we're all talking loud because we're wearing masks and the machine's kind of loud. So we know we're talking loud, but we're doing it on purpose.
Yeah. So we're here today to talk about our special for this month in July. It is INTRAcel. We've had it for a couple years. It is by far probably our staff favorite. Everybody does it. Everybody loves it. What INTRAcel is it is a microneedling treatment that incorporates radiofrequency. So not only do you get the physical, mechanical injury of the needles, but you also get the thermal injury of the radiofrequency. Therefore, we're healing from the inside out, outside in. INTRAcel is great. It's so popular. It's a great summertime treatment because you can have a tan. We never want you to be sunburned, and we always want you to practice safe sun, but it's not going to give you the downtime that you would necessarily have with the laser. You're going to be pink probably, everybody's different, but you'll probably be pink for 12 to 24 to 48 hours depending on your skin, and also it totally depends on how aggressive we get as well. We send you home with your products that we want you to use while you're healing. Obviously, like I said, we want you to practice safe sun. We want you to be really careful about keeping the area clean while it heals. But we send you home with a basic moisturizer, a gentle cleanser, and then sunscreen. So INTRAcel, one of the reasons it's so popular is it treats kind of everything. We can treat laxity, so it's great general anti-aging. We can treat problematic skin, any kind of textural issue like acne scars, deep wrinkles. On the body, we can treat stretch marks. We can treat pores. We can treat, it will help with pigment to a degree. What Karen's mostly interested in, mostly is for pores, and we're looking for some tightening. So we're going to go ahead and treat full face and full neck. Special this month. When you buy the full face, you get the neck for free. So an $8.99 value for only $6.99. So you get to save $200. Now, I've already cleaned and prepped Karen, but when you come in for your treatment, we will have you numb with a topical lidocaine for at least 45 minutes. Get you cleaned up. We will take off all the lidocaine, and then literally that's where we are right now. And I just want to show you guys how easy this treatment is. This is what the tip looks like. It's actually a total of 49 needles that penetrate the skin all at one time. Don't let that freak you out, because usually the deepest we go is 0.8 to a 1.5 millimeter, so it's barely even penetrating there. But like I said, when the needles go into the skin, it emits radio frequency, which to you and I, that's just a lot of heat, okay? So it's going to help with tightening. Like I said, general anti-aging, we can kind of go after everything with this. Another huge benefit I want to make sure everybody understands with INTRAcel is we can treat any skin type, okay? So this isn't something that, we have to be really strict with. If you have a problem or you're just looking for a nice anti-aging treatment that's a step above maybe your microderms or your chemical peels or anything like that, then INTRAcel is a great treatment for that, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with Karen. We're going to start on her forehead. I'll move down to her lower face, and then we will finish with the neck.
Okay.
Choosing my depth here. All right, you feel pretty numb, my dear?
I do. Do we need that grounding pad?
You did, yeah.
And if anybody has any questions, feel free to comment. We're happy. We got the expert here, so let's use it. So Jess, the machine's all set. Everything's all.
Machine is all set.
I'm all set.
Karen's all set.
Let's do it.
Confirming we have a brand new tip. It's important.
So again, we're getting ready to do an INTRAcel demo on Karen, who's getting married here in the next couple months. And Jess is getting started.
Its bark is definitely worse than its bite.
Yeah, this is
What are you feeling, Karen?
just a little bit of pressure. Like I can tell she's on like where the tip is, but it doesn't feel like needles. It's not painful.
You'll notice the redness is pretty instantaneous. There will be pinpoint bleeding. Not everybody bleeds, but the good news is you're not going to bleed after you leave here. It coagulates pretty quick, and we clean you up.
Yeah, not painful at all.
And it's just like you're almost using a little staple gun or something, it looks like.
That's what it sounds like. Like I said, the bark is way worse than its bite. I like to use a nice overlap here because we definitely don't want to leave any gaps.
And Karen, are you numb? Did you numb your skin?
Oh, yes.
How long do you numb before you do the treatment?
About 45 minutes. Make sure it's nice and settled in. That's why I don't feel anything. I'm sure it's not as pleasant.
So we have a question from the audience. Does it help slight scarring, like a scar from a cyst?
Absolutely. Microneedling is great because, like I mentioned before, with that mechanical injury, it helps to break up the scar tissue. And then with combination of the radiofrequency, which is the heat, it helps to tighten too. So we're gonna break up the scar tissue and kind of bring everything back together. That's exactly why it's so good for stretch marks. Like I said, acne scars, any kind of scar tissue. So yes, answer is yes.
And how many series of treatments would you usually suggest for that?
So with INTRAcel, if we are actually treating a concern, if you come in and say, I don't like my acne scars, or I don't like my pores, if we are actually treating a concern, we're going to recommend a series. Everything works better in a series. Usually we'll say anywhere from 2 to 5 treatments depending on the person and the severity of the issue. We want to space those out about a month apart. We're very thorough with our photography, so it's kind of fun to take progression pictures every time we do a treatment so we can see where we started and where we are. And we always treat to expectations. So it's when our clients are happy, that's when we're happy.
And we've got another question here. Will it help with saggy neck and jowls?
100%. This is my go-to when it comes to that kind of laxity, especially on the lower face.
We call that the Zoom neck. If
Yes.
you've been on a lot of Zooms and you're looking at your saggy neck, your tech neck. And that's really why we all wanted this treatment to be the special in July, because we're all tired of looking at our tech necks. So, for sure, it's great for that.
I'm going to turn you a little bit.
Sure.
Especially if you're 85 like Karen.
I am.
One of my favorite things about INTRAcel and radiofrequency in general is we don't have to worry about scattering energy, so we can get really close on the eye. It's really popular for tightening under and around the eye.
Fine lines.
Fine lines.
How many treatments? Another question.
Yeah, so if you're just doing this as a nice general anti-aging treatment, just something to help with your yearly regimen, I would definitely recommend a couple a year, just whenever you kind of feel like you need it. Again, if we are treating a main concern, then we're going to look at doing a series pretty close a month apart. So we do offer free consultations. We always offer free consultations. So if you have an issue and you're curious about how many treatments it would take, come in, let one of our girls look at you. Everybody here performs INTRAcel, so it'd be pretty easy to get everybody in.
So is there scabbing after? Another audience question.
Good question. If you were to leave after doing an INTRAcel and not use the proper post-care that we send you home with, which is a basic moisturizer, it's called CeraVe. You can get it anywhere. If you were to not put anything on your skin post-treatment, then yes, you could scar. What happens is those mends will close up and they'll just start to heal. Again, we're doing this from the inside out, outside in. So it can feel rough, but looking at you, it's not going to be dark like a scab. It's not going to look, you're not going to look wild. another huge benefit to INTRAcel is you can wear tinted sunscreen. You can wear a mineral-based makeup after treatment. So it's really easy to kind of hide the fact that you had something done.
How long do you recommend staying out of the sun after?
We always want you to practice safe sun. So, globs of sunscreen, hat if you can. Do your
Always
best.
hat. Always
Yes,
hat.
always a hat.
Yes,
So,
umbrella, all the things. But would you recommend, I mean, we just...
one of the main reasons I would say definitely stay out of the sun for the first few days is because you're healing. Even sweating could propose grounds for an infection. So you don't want to do anything vigorous, no crazy working out, no saunas, no hot tubs, no swimming in a lake somewhere. We want to give our tissue an adequate time to heal in a clean space.
And again, you're seeing this little pinpoint bleeding, but by the time she cleans her face up,
Yeah.
it's gone.
So you can see up
So-
here on her forehead, it's already stopped the bleeding. I'm being really careful with Karen. We have a few active breakouts, and I definitely don't want to spread that bacteria. So with that being said, if acne scars is an area of concern, we want to make sure that your acne is under control.
How you feeling, Karen?
I feel great. Easy peasy.
All right, so again, we're doing INTRAcel here for anyone that just jumped on. Live demo on our July special, which is buy the full face and you get the neck free. It's a $200 value. It's awesome for summer because you can do it on tan skin and you have really, really great results.
So there are a few options we can use if you wanted to upgrade the INTRAcel treatment process. If you schedule with any of our nurses, you would be able to use the addition of PRP, which is where we would draw your blood, spin it, separate the plasma from the rest of our blood, and then put the plasma directly back onto the skin. Helps with healing. That's where all the great growth factors are. So that's always an option as an add-on. We have a couple other products that we can put on immediately post. We have Core, which is a human growth factor product. And then we're also hoping to start offering exosomes as well. So keep that in mind.
How long does this treatment usually take?
We usually block off at least an hour for full face and neck. Generally, it's a little bit faster than that. There's a lot of steps, so we want to make sure the skin is thoroughly cleaned. So there's a lot of outside time that takes. If you schedule full face and neck with numbing time, you need to plan on being here probably a good hour and a half to 2 hours.
And you're just trucking right along. Karen, you feel good?
I feel good.
Karen's been numb for about 45 minutes before we started the treatment. She has a topical numbing cream on her face and on her neck, so it sounds like it probably hurts way more than it actually does.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that numbing cream works really well. We also offer what is called Pronox, which is a nitrates, 50-50 nitrous and oxygen gas. It doesn't stick around in your system, so you can totally drive yourself home if you have any kind of issues with lidocaine or just don't like the numb feeling. We aim to keep you comfortable, that's for sure.
So here's a great question. If I'm doing BBL, would it be okay to incorporate this into my treatment as well?
Absolutely. Everything is better in a combination and in a series.
So what would you do? This first, then BBL? What would the timing look like
So it
on
just
that?
kind of depends on why you're doing the BBL. Are you doing BBL in a corrective phase, or are you doing BBL as just kind of your yearly maintenance? As far as the sequence of it, you could go either way. I would almost probably treat BBL, and then you could literally numb and have INTRAcel on the same day if you wanted to.
Awesome.
All right, so you can see she's pretty pink. It's always going to look more severe in the beginning. calms down pretty quick, definitely within the next hour or so.
And again, we kind of avoided the area where there might be some breakouts so
Right.
that they're not spreading back.
That's why it
Masked
kind of
me.
looks splotchy, yeah.
Okay, so if you're just jumping on again, one more time, thanks everybody. This is INTRAcel. We're doing a demo on the July special, which is buy your face and you get your neck free. How much does that cost, Jess?
So full face and neck is normally $8.99. This month you get the neck for free. So $8.99 goes down to $6.99 for full face and neck. And I believe you can buy up to how many? Two? Three? Two? Two.
Two. And Karen is getting married in 2.5 months, so this is great timing for her to do this so that she'll have optimum results.
Right to your nose.
Okay.
Again, great for pores. A lot of people love this up on the nose. Radiofrequency is awesome. We can get right up to the eye.
I'm getting a great job, Jess. Love it. She's the best.
Oh. Good job.
Nose is surprisingly easy. I would have thought that would have been
The nose?
weird
Yeah.
feeling.
Oh, it's still kind of weird.
Not bad.
Weird is fine. Painful is...
I feel like your red's gone down already.
Yeah, if you look at her forehead, it's calming down. Sometimes it'll swell a little bit, but like I said, if we have any issues, if you're prone to cold sores or if you're prone to swelling, we can send you home with some stuff to help with that.
I can feel it's starting to feel tight.
Yeah, start to feel tight. Sometimes it can feel warm, almost like you have a little sunburn. Dissipates pretty quick.
All right, we started the neck. Here we go. Karen's got a gorgeous neck. I think she has really pretty skin, but what are we treating her?
So Karen, en route to the altar, has done a wonderful job with weight loss, but with that we're finding a little bit more laxity than she likes. So we're really going to focus on under the chin, and I'm telling you guys that's a very popular area. This is great for any kind of laxity on the neck. It'll help with those lines. So we're gonna mainly concentrate there. But the great thing about INTRAcel is we can literally treat anywhere on the body. So whether it's your chest that you're worried about, we can do, you know, crepey arms. If you have textural issues around the knees, it works the same no matter where we treat.
So it helps the sagging above your knee?
Yes.
And is that a series usually? What's that look like?
Yeah, anytime you're doing anything that is to correct something, it's going to be a series. So usually we recommend anywhere from 2 to 5 treatments. Again, we really are going to treat to your expectation.
How's that feel, Karen?
Fine. It's easy.
Okay, so the whole treatment takes less than an hour usually. And again, this is our monthly special for July. This is INTRAcel Demo. You're a great model, Karen. We're getting lots of love out here.
Thank
Lots
you.
of love from the
Whoop,
studio
whoop.
audience.
She is a great sitter.
I am. Nice little break.
I know. Aesthetic hair, we're all being super safe, everybody. Everybody
Yes.
wears masks all the time. As you can see, this is done whether the nurses and estheticians are back in their nurse office. Obviously, in treatment rooms, we're having extra time in between treatments to clean and disinfect rooms. We're taking temperatures. We're all being very, very safe. So it's awesome.
Now obviously if we are going to do a treatment like this, and that's the same for a lot of the stuff we do, we want you to be smart, so we don't want you to have a wound like this and then go to the grocery store or be out in public, okay? Go home and relax.
I can handle that.
Yep, Karen, we're just making you relax the next few days. Stay out of the sun.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, Jess, one last time. Just give us the deets.
All right, guys, this is INTRAcel. Again, this is a great combination because it incorporates microneedling, which everybody's heard of, and radiofrequency, which in our industry we use for tightening. This is great for a combination of things. We love it for laxity. We love it for acne scars, stretch marks, deep wrinkles, any pore issues, enlarged pores.
Oh yeah.
So what happens for the treatment? We have you come in, we'll numb you for an hour, and then we treat. It just took me maybe 30 minutes to treat her full face and neck. And like I said, all of our amazing providers here at Aesthetic Care do this treatment. It's a staff favorite. It's a great one for summertime.
You can have a little bit of tan on your skin.
You
and
can
still
have
do
a
it.
tan. We don't want you to have a sunburn, however. Wear your sunscreen. Karen's area of concern was right here under the chin, so I am being very thorough.
Awesome.
How you feeling?
I feel great.
Awesome.
And then she'll just clean her up, and that is it.
Boom.
Give her some post-treatment care. Anything else, Jess?
Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to use a gentle cleanser. And again, guys, we give you all these products to take home so you don't have to worry about it, including written instructions. We're going to use a gentle cleanser, fingertips only, okay? No washcloths, no scrubbing. Don't try to exfoliate even though it might feel a little rough.
Sure.
Basic CeraVe is going to be your moisturizer. That's all I want you to use, okay? Obviously, if you're going to be outside or you got to go to work, you got to get in your car, whatever it may be, I'm going to give you a tinted sunscreen as well.
Okay.
Feel free to wear a mineral-based makeup, okay? Go home, clean your brushes, make sure everything's clean. Treat this as a wound. We want it to have the best healing properties possible, okay? So keep it clean, no sweating, no vigorous workouts. Try not to touch it. Those channels are technically only open for the first hour, but still, better safe than sorry.
Already, the redness has gone down so much.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. Give us a call here at Aesthetic Care. Get online, make an appointment, and come do INTRAcel. Take advantage of this great special. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.